So why are men not straightforward when it comes to dating? Like they like to lead on women a lot.
Straightforward about what?
So, for example, I told that it happened to me that, okay, they want a relationship, but then afterwards, oh, I realized I actually don't want one. Like, you actually know if you are ready for one or not, but a lot of people just like to lead someone on.
Yeah, I think there's two things in this. I think the first thing is the reason a guy would want to lead a girl on is because he may not want a relationship, but he still may want to be physically intimate with her. Do you know what I mean? He still wants to have her as a sexual option for him. Or he wants to have sex with her still, but he doesn't want something serious. That doesn't make it okay, obviously, but that might be why. But also he could start dating a girl and he could be open to a relationship, but then after getting to know her, be like, maybe she's not really compatible for me for the kind of relationship that I want. But you've already kind of dated each other for like a month and a bit. Do you know what I mean? So it could be that.
Yeah, but then you should be straightforward and say, okay, look, this is what I look for. So
no, I agree.
Are you okay with that or not? So.
Yeah. But I think if she has directly expressed that she's looking for a relationship, I completely agree. But then I guess you have the conversation like what you're looking for, because sometimes a girl might be like, oh, I'm open to a relationship, but it doesn't have to be that. And then he could be the same, be in the same place, but then they date for a little bit. And for him, he's like, okay, I think this is more of a chilled thing, not maybe a serious thing. But she could go, oh no, this is a serious thing for me. I do want that.
So they're not on the same page.
Yeah, they're not on the same page. And I guess because they're both just seeing how it goes and they haven't defined that, they've not had that conversation, it can continue longer than it needs to if they're not on the same page, but none of that's been communicated. Do you know what I mean?
It does make sense somehow, but
yeah,
it's not okay. Like,
no, I mean, you shouldn't mislead anyone.
Yeah.
You shouldn't lie to anyone. You should always be honest. But yeah, it can happen where, you know, a guy will start dating a girl and maybe he was thinking it could be serious, but then he's like, oh, we're not actually compatible long term. So he doesn't want that. But yeah, okay. I think it's kind of, this is something guys ask. You ever had guys in the friend zone with you who liked you, but you kind of just put them in the friend zone? Did you tell them that you weren't interested in them?
Not to all of them, no.
Why not?
Because they didn't express it. Like, I felt it, that they want more, but they didn't express it. So for me, there was no point to bring that in the conversation.
Isn't that what we just said though? Like when a girl doesn't express that she wants a relationship.
Yeah, but I mean like friend zone, like someone that you didn't have nothing to do with before, just friends.
Yeah, but you know he's like taking an interest in you because he obviously wants something more.
I mean, if they should be vocal about it. If they want something more. Like, I feel like if you're not man enough, you don't have the like capability to tell me, okay, what you want or what you need. And you are waiting for me to say that? Like,
well, not necessarily waiting, but if you know that he wants that, even though he hasn't expressed it, why wouldn't you just tell him?
I mean, I didn't tell him like because I didn't feel the need. I don't know.
So this is the same thing as when if a girl doesn't actively express that she wants a relationship, and let's say they're having sex and being intimate, but maybe he can kind of tell, he won't say,
but hey, I'm not looking for this. That's a different thing. That's when you already have something built with someone. I was talking about guys that I'm friends with.
Yeah, but the reason you're friends is because you made it platonic, not because they did. Because you're the one that was like, I'm not interested in you romantically.
Okay,
do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Because like, so for us, like if a guy's having sex with a girl and for him it's just a casual thing, but he can tell that she's looking for something more serious, but she never expressed that, should he say to her, hey, this isn't going to be a serious thing?
She should say it. She should be like vocal about it as well.
But if she doesn't, is it okay for him to just carry on even though he can tell that she wants something serious? Or should he say to her, hey, this isn't going anywhere
I
serious.
think it works both ways, so they both should communicate about it if they are not okay with how things are.
Yeah, of course. I'm saying if she doesn't though, should he do it, or is it okay for him to just carry on?
It's tricky. I don't know, it depends on the situation. Like, I think if I wouldn't be happy where I am with someone, I would tell them. I'd be straightforward.
Of course.
Even if he doesn't bring it up, I will tell him.
Yeah.
So
And if you don't tell
I wouldn't
him,
wait for him to say it.
but let's say a girl doesn't tell him,
Yeah.
should he say to her, or should he just carry on?
I mean, he should, because that's leading someone on
Okay.
as well, if you know that she wants a relationship.
Okay.
But at the same time, she should express what she wants as well.
I agree. So in the case with your male friends that you've
Yeah.
not expressly said that, but you know that they're into you, is that you leading them on?
I don't feel like leading them on because I never had something with them.
Yeah, but obviously, like a big reason of why they're investing in you is because they're interested in you.
I see it like as a friendship.
Yeah, but they don't see it that way.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation. I don't know.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I think that you enjoy the investment they give you and the friendship that's there, which is fine. That's why you've not expressed anything, because if you directly say to them, hey, this isn't on the cards, you may lose some of that. And that's exactly the same reason why guys don't express it, if she's not expressed it. If she's not explicitly said, I'm looking for a relationship, he's not going to tell her this isn't going anywhere, because he doesn't want to lose the physical intimacy that he's getting from her. When girls friend zone guys and they know the guy is into them, but they don't explicitly say, hey, this isn't going to go anywhere, it's because she's enjoying the benefits of him investing in her because he's interested, even though she's only categorized it as a friendship. So the point I'm saying is that men and women, they both do it to each other. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Any of those guys watching this would be like, oh my gosh, I've been in the friend zone for 3 years and she's never said it to me.
Well,
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that's an unfair assessment, or do you think that's kind of the same thing?
the way you put it, yeah, it does make more sense. It's like women and men should both do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was saying, like, if I have someone with something and it's like, I want you to be serious, I would communicate it. But if it's a friendship, to me, it's a different scenario. And like, I mean, I think I'm supposed to say that, but it wouldn't be like we are scared of like losing that friendship.
So why haven't you said it then? Because there's a reason why you haven't said it.
Yeah. Probably the friendship won't be there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are, right?
Yeah.
And I get it. Like I'm not here to comment say where it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that both men and women do it to each other in different ways, right? Because obviously when he's having sex with her, but not committing to her, he's getting all the physical benefits of a relationship without having to give any of the emotional security and commitment. When a guy likes a girl and she's put him in the friend zone, she's getting all the emotional investment and security as if it was from a relationship without having to give or share any of the physical intimacy that he actually wants from her. It's the same thing, but because we look for different things, it's, in different ways. Let me ask you something else. Can women date down? Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah. So do you mean when women date someone that they know, okay, it's not something that I look for, it's something like
can women date a guy who's not on her level? Economically, status, financially. So what I mean is, like, imagine if you're the CEO of a company, could you date the male receptionist of that company?
I don't think so.
Okay, why not?
Because we would have a different lifestyle, like different goals, different aspiration. Like,
you could have the same ones, you're just at different levels.
Yeah, I think I would need someone that like I can learn from, and that actually like even knows more than I know.
Yeah,
and can also like potentially even help me out.
Okay.
So I feel like I couldn't date someone that in that scenario
not on your level.
No.
The reason I ask this question is because the amazing thing about today is women have the same equality as men and opportunity as men, which is amazing, and that's how it should be. And in many industries, women are out-competing men, right? Fair play to them. But then when it comes to like relationships, a lot of women want to earn the kind of money and power and potential that men have traditionally, which is fair enough. But they don't want the position that comes with being, or the responsibilities that come with being that position. Like, because men have always dated down and men continue to date down. Like, if there's a male CEO and you're the receptionist, he'll happily date you. And he's like, okay, I will bring you to my lifestyle, right? Guys do that all the time.
Because it's like you feel taken care of.
But I guess what I'm asking is like, if women can earn their own money and they're doing really well and they want to do that, why do they struggle to do that for a man the way men have done and continue to do for women?
I think it's also like money-wise, like if you earn more than the person, like it doesn't have to be someone that earns more than me, but at least someone that is like have the same level of ambition.
Yeah.
And or I can have a conversation about work as well. Like, would
you be happy bearing the majority of the financial burden of the relationship? So like, if you go on holidays, you pay for most of it. If you're
for both of us.
Say again?
For both of us.
For both of you, yeah. Because let's say you earn significantly more than him.
I don't think I can do that.
No?
No. I mean, I could split. I could happily split and pay
I
for
could
myself.
go equals, but I'm not paying for him.
No.
I'm not paying for him.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I just think, this is where, for some women, why they struggle when they become successful, because they're not willing to accept a guy who's not on their level. But the more successful you become, the smaller guys become eligible for you. And the unfortunate reality is, for most industries, to become successful, like really successful, it's going to take you 10, 15, 20 years. But by the time she's done that, it can be difficult to attract the kind of guys she could attract when she was younger compared to when she's older, earning a really good salary. So that's why I asked the question, because if they were open to dating a guy more, not for his personality, but if they would value that over he has to bring the same level of finances and economic things that I do, they could have really happy relationships if they were willing to take the position of just being the financial provider in the relationship.
Yeah.
But women really struggle with that. And I'm trying to understand what you think is why.
I don't think you can understand it because we can't understand it either. It's just like how it is. Like, I feel like even if we are like a woman that want to have our own money and we earn more, we still want to be taken care of.
But like, isn't that a bit of cognitive dissonance? Because you can't ask for equality, but then you want to be in a relationship where that dynamic is where he is superior to you in that sense.
Yeah. You
can't be like, I want to be the same as a man, but if I'm in a relationship, he has to be above me. That doesn't, because in that sense, it doesn't, it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't, but it is what it is.
It doesn't, but here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. Yeah, I think, and actually, it's because of that reason, or that's a really big element, why there are a lot of playboys. Why they don't commit.
Why do you think that?
Because the amount, let's say if you're a successful woman, the amount of men who you see as eligible, the pool is smaller, right? Which means you get a very small percentage of men who are eligible, who are that level of success. They have a bunch of options because those women won't look at anyone else.
So everyone is dating the same thing.
So you get
same people,
the majority, and it's like statistically, like the 80% of women are chasing the top 20% of men. And for those men, unless they're in a position or stage in life where they're willing to settle down and have kids, there's no incentive for them to commit. Because it's like, well,
But I can have everything.
I can have with you, I can have
Yeah.
with you, I can have with you. Until he's ready to settle down and have that, it's kind of like, well, why would he commit? Do you know what I mean? If we think, okay, guys want to have sex. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, I guess a woman's inability or unwillingness to date down gives all the power to those top guys. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right.
And it's just, you know, I think I'm just asking, like, is there a way to prioritize something in men that women can still find a happy relationship, even if a guy's not on her level? Do you know what I mean?
Maybe if like he really shows the interest and he doesn't give up.
So he has to have ambition.
Yes.
I mean, ambition just means future
Yeah.
financial success, doesn't it?
I mean, if you're an ambitious person, like, the success will come as well, because you're gonna work yourself up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, a guy that where you meet him, that's where he's gonna stay.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I know, it's hard. It's hard.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.